Serving Fire Chief Ralph Meyer died. He died from a heart attack hours after responding to a structure fire. Our Mike Shell talked with his family earlier today. You can find that full story as well as more information on the rest of these stories at FOX19.com.
Now your first alert weather forecast on Fox 19 Now.
Well, it was a very cold start on Friday. The morning low was 11 degrees. We did break above freezing, though, at 33 degrees, but much warmer weather is on the way coming up this weekend. We're talking about high temperatures up to 42 degrees, mostly sunny skies, too, for your Saturday. And you'll see here in our forecast model, we wake up Saturday morning still cold into the low to mid 20s, but we head into the afternoon hours, again breaking into those low 40s. Some high thin clouds out there for your Saturday afternoon. Keeping things pretty mild, though, going into Sunday morning into the low 30s. Sunday, we're looking at a lot of sunshine with highs in the low 50s, but rain chances do begin to increase Sunday night into Monday morning, creating wet conditions for the morning commute for your Monday. And total rainfall amounts anywhere from a quarter to a half an inch of rain here across the Fox 19 Now viewing area. You'll see here in our forecast model, too, Tuesday, a few chances of showers, and then Wednesday, we get colder air with a few flurries and perhaps some light snow showers as well. In addition, be a little breezy, too, going into the middle of next week with that colder air, so blustery conditions can be expected. You'll see here in our 7-day forecast, 42 for Saturday, 52 Sunday, up to 56 Monday with scattered showers. And then we head on into next week. We are seeing those temperatures dive back down to 32 by Thursday with a few flurries, and by next Friday, we're back in the 40s under partly cloudy skies. That's your 7-day forecast. We'll now send it over to Joe and Jeremy with the final quarter.
Bored I am? Why do you do this to me?
When I do a no ID or something like that, or run a local spot, I never see my
Fox 19 Now starts with breaking news.
And breaking tonight at 10, crews are on the scene of a fire in Whitten Place. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob Williams.
I'm Courtney King in for Tricia. The fire broke out at a home along McMacken Avenue. Fox 19's Brady Williams is there now.
Brady, what can you tell us?
Yeah, so we know that at least 2 homes are affected by this fire. I'm going to point up to the taller house on the right there, right where that hose truck is actually extending its ladder. Just a few seconds before we went on air here, they put out another patch of fire that was coming just along towards the apex of the roof there. It's been doing that on and off for the last 15 minutes since we arrived here. Fire, oftentimes with things like this, will get in the seams of these buildings, in between the walls and between the roofs, and that's how it's able to stay there. So they've been knocking in holes to try to get it out of there, and you can see just how bad this fire has been throughout the evening. We first sent folks out here around 30 minutes ago to get this video. Now we're still watching them fight this fire. It is the house next door that also seems to be affected. Both seem to be in the larger parts of the roof. I'm with photojournalist Philip Krinsky, and if he can just zoom in on the house on the left, just over top of this fire truck, you can see there are lights in there. Those are firefighters in there. They've been spraying water all throughout there and knocking out parts of the roof. What we don't know in this fire right now is if anyone is hurt. That's what we want to find out first and foremost, both between the fire crews who are here as well as whoever may have lived in the home. We're going to continue to ask questions here and see if we can finally speak with a fire official and learn exactly what happened and how everyone is doing. And as soon as we know, we'll let you know here on Fox 19 Now.
Thank you, Brady. We are at the alert desk now with new information tonight. The FBI is warning iPhone and Android users to stop texting each other. The Bureau says this comes after Chinese cyber attacks stole numerous calls and texts from more than 100 government officials, making this one of the largest intelligence compromises in U.S. history. The Chinese embassy has denied all claims. The FBI says Android to Android and iPhone to iPhone messaging is secure. If you need to contact someone with a different type of phone than you, the FBI recommends using encrypted messaging and calls through Apple like WhatsApp or through apps like WhatsApp.
You know, it's been cold this week, but temperatures are rising this weekend, especially on Sunday, Ethan.
Yes. Finally, we're finally seeing those temperatures breaking into the low 50s by Sunday. And by the way, Sunday, great day to be outside. A lot of sunshine in store with those highs breaking around 52 in the afternoon. Now, not tonight so much. Clear skies, cold conditions. Live looking at both our Newport Levee and Turfway Park cameras. We got clear conditions out there. On the Fox 19 First Alert weather app, just maybe a few mid-level clouds passing through our eastern counties. Otherwise, it is clear, but it's cold throughout the entire region. We've got mid to upper 20s extending through much of the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley region. And here at home, we got 23 over in Batesville, 27 in Wilmington, Batavia, Lebanon, and Middletown, 25 at CVG and at the Lunken Airport. But when you factor the winds, wind chills or feels like temperatures are in the teens and the low 20s. So keep that in mind if you're going to be out overnight tonight. Low of 20 degrees with a light west wind. And then for tomorrow, 42 and mostly sunny. But as I mentioned, we get into the 50s on Sunday. That's ahead of some rain that moves in Sunday night into Monday. We'll time that out for you and also look at the rest of the work week forecast next week. On my full forecast in just a few minutes.
Ethan, thank you. New York police are making headway in the killing of a healthcare CEO this week after a backpack the suspect was seen wearing in surveillance camera footage before and during the shooting is believed to have been found in Central Park.
Investigators have also revealed that they believe the suspect has fled New York City. They say they have evidence that puts the suspect in a taxi that took him to the area of a Port Authority bus center, which services interstate bus routes.
Sherelle Hubbard has the latest.
New York police are hot on the trail of a gunman who fatally shot United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson this week.
We do have a person of interest in the case.
Our detectives are doing a very, very extensive video canvass.
A trail of surveillance camera sightings authorities believe show the suspect before and after the shooting are helping investigators to piece the puzzle together.
We have our perpetrator leaves the Hilton Hotel after the incident takes place. We have them getting on a bicycle and riding into Central Park. We then later pick him up on 77th Street, exiting the park on Central Park West, still with the bicycle.
Some items believed to be dropped by the gunman, a backpack, a burner phone, and water bottle could possibly provide DNA evidence, in addition to various modes of transportation, once used to get away, may provide clues to a capture.
He loses the bike. And then from there, we have him in a taxi cab, and the taxi cab takes him up to 178th Street and Broadway, which, as we know, is a Port Authority bus center. Those buses are interstate buses.
That's why investigators believe the person of interest has left New York.
Expanding the reach of this investigation into other parts of this country is really going to provide more clues.
Police say the suspect used a fake New Jersey driver's license to check into a hostel after arriving in New York by bus 10 days before the shooting. They are hopeful that a flirtatious smile with a front desk clerk at that Upper West Side hostel will lead them to an arrest. I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
More local news now for you. A Hamilton County Corrections officer has been arrested.
The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office says jail services deputy Richard Sampson is charged with 2 counts of illegal conveyance. They haven't released any other details about what he's accused of doing. The Sheriff's Office says Sampson is now on unpaid administrative leave pending criminal internal investigations. He's been with the Sheriff's Office since July of 2023.
Take a look at your screen. Cincinnati police are looking for this man, Daquan Jones. Police say he's wanted on multiple charges, including strangulation. We're told he drives a black Ford and is known to frequent the Westwood area, specifically Tina's Carryout and Restaurant. If you know where he is, call police. New tonight, one person is hospitalized after a fire in Hamilton. The fire broke out at a home in the 800 block of Carlisle Avenue. Crews tell us it was a small fire that started on a mattress. There was no structural damage to the home, but firefighters say one person was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation.
Between 1,500 and 2,000 dogs from commercial breeders a year, and it would make what we do impossible if we didn't have social media.
Multiple Ohio animal rescues say they're running into problems with their posts being taken down on Facebook for violating community guidelines. All Dogs Come From Heaven rescue staff say Facebook is their main way of sharing dogs available for adoption. But recently their posts have been getting flagged by Facebook. They believe it's because the site thinks they are all trying to sell dogs through Facebook.
AI is picking up whether you say adoption fee or list a price or anything like that. It's picking that up as a sale of an animal, which is against community standards.
Just trying to figure out how to help Meta understand that we're not violating community standards.
We also spoke with a rescue in Columbus who says it's going through the same thing. Both shelters say they have reached out to Meta to try and resolve the issue, but they have not heard back. We also reached out to Meta 11 days ago and have not heard back either. If the issue continues, the shelters worry they won't be able to find homes for the dogs in need.
Lose that market. We lose those people walking in the door. We're done.
We're done.
The women we spoke with say this is happening to shelters across the nation. Right now, they are considering reaching out to the Ohio Attorney General to see if the state can intervene.
And that's when you were given the news that they couldn't save him. They couldn't get a heartbeat back.
A local community mourning after a fire chief suddenly passes away in the line of duty, when residents can say their final goodbyes.
Plus, a local teacher is suing her school district why she says she was suspended over bugs.
How much does a crate of pigeons go for?
Crates full of birds fly off a truck, leaving a feathery mess behind. Body camera video showing the moment deputies clean it up. And we continue to keep one eye on this breaking news story. This is a fire in Winton Place. This is a live look. It's happening right now. You can see that home is heavily damaged. So far, firefighters have not said much about the fire, but our Brady Williams is working the scene right now to get more information.
Fox 19 Now, sponsored by Gilkey Windows. Come and see your windows and patio doors custom made in our factory showroom.
And we're staying on top of breaking news after a fire in Winston Place, or Winton Place. This is a live look at the scene along McMacken Avenue. So far, fire officials have not said much about the fire. Brady Williams is at the scene working to get information right now. Looks like they're taking the siding off to contain that fire.
Also breaking right now, police have identified the man in a Mount Adams stabbing. They say this is 31-year-old Michael Bolin. They say he's wanted in connection to a felonious assault that happened last Friday on Baum Street in Lower Mount Adams. Police previously told us the victim was a construction worker who was taken to UC Medical Center in critical condition. Neighbors shared video with us that shows the suspect running away from that neighborhood. Police say Bolin could be driving a tan 2006 Toyota Camry and was last known to live in Madison County, Kentucky. They say he's believed to be armed and dangerous, so if you see him, just call 911.
People say the name Ralph Meyer. What kind of responses do you get?
Very active and helpful in the community, a great volunteer, especially with the fire department. I mean, the fire department was his passion.
Right now, the Ripley County community is mourning after a fire chief died there in the line of duty.
Ralph Meyer served the community for nearly 60 years and joined the fire department in Napoleon when he was just 14. 4 generations of the Meyer family have served the community. It all started with his father, and now his son and 2 of his grandchildren also work with the department. We spoke with his son today, who says he was a helping family member drop off a load of grain when he suddenly had a heart attack.
Just walking to his semi-tractor to get back in, and from what the people on the platform told me, that's where he clutched his chest and fell to the ground. The emergency room doctor comes out and he just explains to you that, you know, there wasn't anything they could do. He suffered a massive heart attack. He was there for the community. That's all he ever wanted. He wanted to, he'd get up in the middle of the night and he'd run down here for anybody.
The Napoleon Fire Station will be having a visitation on Tuesday from 4 to 7. The next morning, a funeral procession will start at the station at 9, and it will go to Smyrna Lutheran Church for funeral services at 11 a.m.
A woman wanted for murder in California was arrested here in Hamilton County. This is Mackenzie Rivers' mugshot, as well as a mug of her alleged accomplice, Corey Freeman. Police say they were both arrested without incident. Rivers is accused of murdering someone in San Joaquin County, California, and police there believe Freeman was an accessory after the fact. We did reach out to the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office for more information, but we have not heard back yet. Next steps for both Rivers and Freeman should be an extradition hearing. It does not look like a date and time have been scheduled for either suspect at this time.
A Claremont County teacher is suing New Richmond exempted village schools after she says she was suspended for having books with LGBTQ+ characters in her classroom. Karen Cahill is a teacher in the district since 1990. According to her lawsuit, she was suspended for 3 days without pay for, quote, simply having the books in her possession in her classroom. 4 books had LGBTQ+ characters in the plot line. The lawsuit says these books were among about 100 other books that did not feature gay characters, and says these particular books were not prominently displayed. No word yet on when her lawsuit will be held by a judge. We reached out to the district and their attorney for comment, but have not heard back.
How much does a crate of pigeons go for?
The Blair County Sheriff's Office sharing new body camera video tonight after crates full of ducks and pigeons fall onto the road. The birds were being transported when they fell out of the trailer. Fortunately, the driver and a deputy were able to reload the trailer and no birds were hurt, but the Sheriff's Office does say feathers were everywhere.
The Cincinnati Zoo's Festival of Lights has been selected as the best zoo lights in the country for the 7th straight year. This comes from USA Today's top 10 list. The zoo's display include more than 5,000 LED lights, lifelike animal lanterns, and a new light show on Swan Lake. You'll be able to stop by and check it out through January 5th.
It is a really good show. I was just there.
Oh, really?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. So, Ethan, is this going to be a good weekend to check out the light show?
Absolutely. A lot milder compared to the last couple of mornings where we've been seeing lows in the teens, even single digits for some spots. But at this point, we are looking at temperatures beginning to slowly climb out of that bitterly cold air. So not as cold tonight, although we are falling down to about 20 degrees overnight. A warmer weekend, 40s and 50s on the way for afternoon highs. And then we're tracking some rain for the start of the work week. More on that here coming up in a couple of minutes. Clear skies right now on our Fox 19 tower camera. It's currently 25 this hour. We're going to fall about 5 degrees more overnight tonight. But you'll see right now on radar and satellite just a few mid-level clouds over to our north and east. Otherwise, it is clear. We will widen this out to show you that we do have a lot of clear skies throughout the Central Plains and lower Ohio Valley. It's high pressure right here, and that high pressure is going to give us one more night of temperatures below freezing. And yes, I did not stutter with that. We are looking at much milder conditions tomorrow night. This morning, though, wasn't so mild. We had a low of 11 degrees after an afternoon high of just 33 degrees. But you'll see right now we have fallen back below freezing into the mid to upper 20s. 23, though, right now in Batesville, Indiana, 26 in Westchester, 27 in Milford and Hillsborough, 28 in Maysville, Kentucky, 26 in Dry Ridge. And the winds, they're very light, but you factor in those winds and it does feel colder. Wind chill values or feels like temperatures are in the teens and low 20s. So tonight we are looking at conditions clear, falling down to 20 degrees by 6 a.m. Tomorrow's high 42, so closer to normal. Our normal high is 46 degrees. And we are looking to be above normal as we head into our Sunday. So here is Saturday. Saturday morning, again, starting off chilly. Afternoon highs in the low 40s with some sunshine. Saturday night, notice the temperatures. They don't change very much. We got some southwesterly winds. They'll be breezy at times. That's going to keep temperatures at bay. So Sunday morning starts off in the low 30s. Sunday afternoon, getting into the mid 50s. And then Sunday night, we are checking some shower activity that moves in that will linger into our Monday morning. Here it is on this forecast model. This is Monday at 1 a.m. Still looking at some widespread rain moving through, and by the morning commute, most of the rain will be gone, but still lingering light showers and wet conditions can be expected. Total rainfall amounts, though, not overly impressive, but we could see up to a ½ inch of rain in some spots here across the tri-state. Now, our 7-day forecast behind the rain on Monday, colder air does move in. So Sunday, a great day if you got to do some outdoor activities, maybe put up the Christmas decorations last minute. 52 looks pretty good. Monday, 56 and wet. Tuesday, 49, back in the 30s for Wednesday and Thursday, and we are eventually drying out by next Friday, 44 and partly cloudy skies.
Oh, snap.
An explosion in the back of a work truck sends a man flying, and it was all caught on camera when investigators say caused the blast.
Plus, a local university breaking ground on a new medical facility. How this project is making history. We continue to keep one eye on this breaking news story. As you can see, it's still very active. This is a fire in Whitten Place along McMacken Avenue. They're pulling down the siding from that home right there that was on fire earlier as they try to contain it. Our Brady Williams is on scene and following this for us.
was in the bedroom on that side over there, and I hear boom. Oh, snap.
Surveillance video out of Florida showing an explosion in the back of a truck, sending a worker flying in the air. Before the blast, you can see the man grabbing a box out of his truck when suddenly a cloud of smoke knocks him off his feet. You're going to see it again here. The fire department says the man works in fire protection. They say he was doing inventory on his fire suppression system when one of the detonators went off. He was flown to the hospital with serious injuries. A bomb squad also had to be called in to defuse the remaining detonators.
More local news now. Xavier University broke ground on its new medical school today. The facility will be 130,000 square feet and will include 16 exam rooms, 5 flexible simulation rooms, and a lecture hall with nearly 200 seats. Once it's finished, it will be the world's first osteopathic medical school and Ohio's first new medical school in nearly 50 years.
A number of things make this new facility different. Number one is the design of the building itself. It is state-of-the-art. It brings all the best in medical education to the students and to our learners. The second great thing is creating a culture around the Jesuit Catholic education process for medical students.
The project is expected to be complete in 2026, and students will start using the facility in the fall of 2027.
The Mercantile Library reopened its doors after a year-long expansion project. The members-only library is on the 11th floor of the historic Mercantile building on Walnut Street. These pictures were taken by our partners at the Inquirer, showing some of the upgrades to the nearly 200-year-old library. The $5.3 million project doubled the library's footprint and height with the complete takeover of the building's 12th floor. The renovation will also allow it to host more events and add up to 20,000 more books.
Well, don't forget, we're always on FOX19NOW.com and our free mobile news app. We have sports coming up. But Ethan, one last look at the forecast?
Yeah,
I was going to say tonight we got a low of 20, back up to the 40s tomorrow, and then you're loving Sunday's forecast.
You know what? I don't even mind tomorrow's forecast that much.
40?
Yeah, 40 sound nice
Sounds
after
like a
the last
heat
couple
wave.
of days. But yeah, definitely Sunday is a pick day if you're going to be outside doing some outdoor activities. 52 for the high on Sunday. Looking wet and warm on Monday, but then we're cooling back down in the 30s Wednesday and Thursday. A few flurries are possible too.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's a bit of a roller coaster, yeah.
And we continue to follow this story for you. This is breaking news, a fire in Whitten Place. We'll have the very latest information on this story on our website, FOX19.com, and of course on our free mobile news app as well.
Keeping you informed anytime, anywhere, everywhere. Fox 19 Now is sponsored by Aquaproof. Don't just waterproof it, aquaproof it. Call Aquaproof for your customized waterproofing and drainage needs. No one size fits all here. This is the final quarter on Fox 19 Now. Sponsored by OrthoSensi, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Welcome to the final quarter. I am Jeremy Rouse. She is Gabby Sorrentino. We are pleased to be with you right now the next 30 minutes doing highlights from not just high school basketball, but also a big night for high school football.
Yeah, it's crazy that we have both going on the same time right now, especially with how cold it is outside doing both. But hey, it was nice to be in the heat today.
You like being inside tonight?
Yeah, I do. I did. I like not having the full winter gear on today.
All right, so we had Reagan Holgate and Photog Austin Brisky up in Canton for the Division I state championship game, and here are the highlights right now. A full wrap of this game you will see on the final quarter after college football on Fox 19 Now. But let's start with, well, of course, Big Mo, Ohio Mr. Football. Matt Ponatoski running out, hoping for a big game tonight, but it's the defense making a play first. Lincoln Murphy comes up with the interception for Big Mo. And how about that? Former running back, Ohio Mr. Football, Jordan Marshall on the sidelines, now at Michigan. But Liberty finds the end zone here. It is Jake Struck, and Moeller is down early, couldn't capitalize on that interception. And then Liberty going for it on 4th and 1 late in the first half. They fumble the ball, and Cooper Gerhardt, look at this, takes it back 80 yards for the score. Moeller would trail 14-7 at the half. Could not get any offense going, but you can feel some life in the building. But right here, one of the many mistakes for Moeller on this night. What felt like was going to be a huge play for Jovan Love. He gets stripped. I said many mistakes. That was their 4th fumble of this game. Liberty responds with a bomb, a 61-yard touchdown to Christian Moulton. Makes it 21-7 Olentangy Liberty. And Moeller, the season they've had has been so phenomenal, and yet it keeps going south here in the state championship game. Another touchdown. Right now, this game's still going. Late in the 4th quarter game, almost done. Moeller is down 28-14. So, Anderson had a classic on Thursday in the snow. They fall by 1 score. It looks like Moeller's going to lose. In Kentucky, maybe a little brighter vibe right now. Excuse me. Lost my voice. Good things for Beechwood, and then more coming up on Saturday. I'm okay. Trust me. Fine.
Thank God you're okay. Can't lose you on this long show we have.
Good.
Okay, so I visited with Beechwood earlier this week, and look, we talk about the Beechwood drought. They missed out on the state championship game last year, and these guys really wanted that 18th banner, so can they get it? We're going to head out to Joe Daneman in Lexington with Beechwood.
Okay, guys, as the clock was winding down here at Kroger Field and Beechwood was ready to celebrate their state championship, I kept hearing from the crowd and even from some of the players on the sideline this chant. They were chanting athletes, athletes. And you got the sense on the sideline there was a backstory to why they were doing the chanting. So I asked one of Beechwood's coaches after the celebration, why were they chanting athletes? Well, apparently, some members of the Owensboro Catholic football team made comments this week that when they saw Beechwood on film, they saw what appeared to be one of the fastest teams in the state and a team loaded with athletes. But they made the remarks that they questioned if Beechwood was a great football team. Well, tonight in Lexington, Beechwood proved again they're one of the great football programs in the state of Kentucky.
How are we doing, Coach?
The 17-time state champion Beechwood Tigers hit the field and then hit the game's first big play. A 35-yard third down completion from Clay Hayden to James Cusick. That would lead to the game's first touchdown. For the 27th time this season, Chase Flaherty finds the end zone, and it's 7-0 Beechwood in the Class 2A state championship game. After a field-flipping interception from Luke Erdman, it's Flaherty again. His second touchdown, and Beechwood now leads undefeated Owensboro Catholic 14-0 in Lexington. After an Aces touchdown, Beechwood answers with a 90-yard drive to end the first half, and what a half for James Cusick. More than 100 yards receiving in the first 2 quarters, and Chase Flaherty scores again. That's number 3 for number 3, and Beechwood leads 21-7 at the half.
Last game, I went out in the second quarter,
and Pap stepped up amazing. He just picked up right where I left off, and then I was able to get out there today, luckily, and I did good enough.
Beechwood landed a 1-2 big play knockout punch. Nathan Pabst deserves a blue ribbon, 33 yards, and Beechwood can now feel it.
We just won a state championship. We're fired up. We love it.
The second big play is this. Tyler Fryman and a zigzagging 36-yard touchdown run that felt like the final blow in the state championship game. The celebration is on, a 50-34 win in the 18th state championship in Beechwood football history.
OCATH is good. Made some remarks about us being a track team, not a very good football program. We took that to heart. It's number 18 for a reason. We pride ourselves a little bit in playing football and being good at playing football. We got a lot of guys that are dedicated, and they went out and showed it tonight.
Congratulations, man. All right, congratulations.
And one final shot of the Beechwood celebration, it is head coach Jay Volker, winning his first state title in his second year as Beechwood's coach. You think about some of the great names in Beechwood football coaching history, the Mike Yagles, the Noel Rashes, and now Jay Volker is part of that group with his first state title as the head coach at Beechwood. Outside of Kroger Field in Lexington, I'm Joe Daneman. Guys, back to you.
Basketball Jones. I got a basketball Jones.
What?
Hit the high note. Princeton at Mason, GMC style. Sebastian Jordan Ramos, triple with cheese. He had 14 points. Gabby, did you know I could go that high?
No, I had no idea. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's good. I had vocal classes when I was 2 years old.
But your voice just cracked a few minutes ago.
That's all good. Wyatt Cooper, 2 of his 10 points. Vikings have some playmakers, though. Cliff Cass finds Arvani Gill. Fun fact, one of 3 Gills on the team. That's a triple Gill. I don't know. Princeton now pouring it on. Ronnie Santiago Lugo lays it in. He had 17 points. Princeton, I'm impressed, 74-51 over Mason.
And we head out to Elder High School. Western Hills going to get the ball first.
Ooh.
That 3. Western Hills.
I'll tell you what, Gabby, Western Hills always has some studs, some playmakers.
Yeah, look at that one.
And to go to Elder, to go to that school and play the way they did tonight in this game, pretty darn impressive, I think.
Also, I mean, packed house at Elder High School tonight. Elder answers with that backdoor layup. This ended up being a close game. Western Hills, though, gonna win 66-60 at Elder.
Impressive win for West High. Winton Woods at Walnut Hills, Agent Zero in the Woods taking on Walnut Hills. You're going to see Ty Austin in these highlights. There he was. Let's start with the Warriors. Agent Zero, pull up Jay, kiss my glass. They aren't done. No laughing, Gabby. It's a serious show. The Winton Mamba mid-range jumper goes down. Walnut Hills is like, can we settle? Settle! Oh, they turn it over here. Jarrell Wilson, watch this. He like stuffed crust. Incredible block. And that sparks the offense. Look at him at a top play. Noah's upset about it. Watch this. Ty Austin, I'll take it. Little game of take it, make it. And Winton Woods wins 68-33. Gabby, enjoy the ride. Just getting warm.
Let's take a trip to Kings and look at this shot. Photog Rufus entering the Kings Castle. Hi, Knight. Oh, Austin's not here.
Oh.
The Knights hosting the Milford Eagles. Kings on the attack early. Wyatt Crowell with a nice pass to Cato Meissner for the reverse layup. It's Jersey Knight in the Kings student section. The Eagles are going to answer right back. Avery Penn strains the long-range 3. That's 3 of his 10 points in the game. The Knights just showing off on both sides of the court. Tommy Clark, the steal, takes it all the way to the hoop for 2. Deja vu, anyone? Clark, another steal. And this time he finishes with the one-handed slam.
That's a top 3.
Great play, Tommy Clark. Deservedly pumped up after that dunk, and Kings is going to win big, 73-45 over Milford.
I need that to be a top 3. I'm going to fix that for the 11:30 show. You down with ECC? Yeah, you know me.
I know that reference.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah.
West Claremont, Loveland. Loveland's Chase Martin. Watch this. Spin move and the layup through contact. Meat Friday, baby. Wish I could do that. Now West Claremont, Jair Harper drives, finds Carson Duke for the finish. Nice. But Chase Martin is not done. This dude was on a mission in this game. Watch this. Double Meat Friday. Bucket and the foul again. But I need to shout out to my guy, Carson Duke. This kid is 5'10", and he has hops. Watch this on the break. 5'10" can get up.
Wow.
He could have thrown it down harder. It's all good. 73-65, Wolves get the home dub.
All right, Jeremy, listen to this. A special night at Madeira. Both Wyoming and Madeira players and coaches wore Peyton Strong practice shirts tonight. Mustang senior Aiden Hopewell's younger brother Peyton being honored pregame. He was diagnosed with pediatric cancer. He's undergone 28 rounds of chemo, ringing the cancer-free bell soon.
Wow.
And his family received $2,000 from both schools that they raised tonight. Some great stuff. Congrats, Peyton. Now to the court. Cowboys and Mustangs go well together in a Western movie. Not so much on the basketball court. A Wyoming start. Devin Evans with the fake and step back three. Cowboys with an early lead. Aiden Hopewell making his little brother proud. He's going to drain a three and we're all tied up. Evans' three ball was hot all game long. He's going to drain another one. And the Cowboys with an early 11-7 first quarter lead. And Wyoming is riding off into the sunset. 67 points in this one. The Cowboys win.
What a story in that game. That's awesome.
Yeah, great stuff.
Back in the GMC, Lakota East and Mason buzzer beater alert. Trey Perry beats the halftime horn. Woo. Thanks to Carter Egloff for that great video. Now Jackson McCarty's great video. And it's East to start the highlights. Michael Akindele with the ball. Man, look at that. Get off me. It's a man's layup right there. East up big in the fourth. Now Sycamore, Tariq Kimbrough, watch this. Crossover, step back, killer. Just call the kid 12 gauge. Sycamore's not done. Nick Schnell, well, give me that. Coast to coast for the lay-in. But this Hawks squad is still good as always. Brady Bowman, look at that look to TP. Lakota East, they win. A tough one, 60-46.
A great game at Marymount High School tonight. Indian Hill making a short trip right down the road. We're going to start late in the second quarter. Some good ball movement from the Warriors right here. It ends up in the hands of John Linder. Jumper three is good. Marymount trails by 9. Warriors trying to fight back into this game. Sam Stalzer forcing the turnover. Hits the no-look pass to Charlie Foley. An absolute beauty from the corner. Fans cheering after that one. Warriors go on a run now within 3. Braves turn. Ashton Graham and Rocco DeSanto. The give and go. Rocco gets that corner 3. Indian Hill up 6. Look at this guy. Swagged out on the sideline.
Okay.
Love the fit. Braves led at halftime. Marymount outscored the Braves in the third quarter. Then they led heading into the fourth. Indian Hill then came back. They led by 1 with 1:30 left, but Marymount finishes the game on a 10-1 run, and the Warriors win a thriller, 75-67 the final.
Great game there. Like Bruce Hornsby said, some fine day you will find your way across the river. We're going to go to Kentucky and see one of the best players in the tri-state on display, even throwing down next from the FQ. So Ryle football is about to play in a state championship, but the show goes on. The show goes on! Basketball team in action against Lloyd tonight. Lloyd looks like a juggernaut once again. Anthony Blacar split the defense on that one and lays it in. Feels like the Jugs have everyone back, including some guy named E.J. Walker, South Carolina commit. He's pretty good. Smooth criminal at the rim. And then watch this. E.J. gets double teamed, but it's no problem. Finds the wide open teammate for an easy bucket. But I've got my eyes locked in on a top play.
Oh my gosh.
Here it comes. E.J. Walker, FQ top 3 alert, spins, peanut butter and jam. Make it number 1. Like or retweet on my X page. Go ahead, be nosy. I don't mind. What about Ryle? We've got you. Jerry Drain the third, draining threes. The Jugger Nose mascot doesn't love it. Did I say nose?
Oh my God.
Did I say Jugger Nose?
He's so scary.
Cheer up, fella. Lloyd wins 65-57. Jugger Nose.
That's our new favorite mascot
I love
for
him.
sure. All right, let's head over to Turpin High School. This is Turpin. I just feel like that's what the sign would sound like.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Best dressed coach award goes to him. Turpin with the ball. Shea O'Toole hits the long range 3. And coach clapping it up, likes what he sees. Lebanon's turn. Matthew Weber gonna show off with his tray. And the Spartans gonna get it again. A long pass all the way down the court. Justin Linton hauls it in and gets the fast break layup. Weber looking for 3 again. He spins and wins for the layup, but Turpin is gonna win this one. A Logan Schmeck layup to close out a big half for Lebanon, and Turpin's gonna win 50-46 to final score.
Close one. Back in Kentucky, Connor hosting St. Henry. Crusaders going to work. If you wear number 23, you better be a bucket. Braden Ingram, certified buckets. No need to edit this highlight, though. Thanks for making it easy. Connor answers right away. Landon Rankin, that's 3 for 3. I need to start wearing a number 3 jersey to the gym. Hey, boys, I came to ball. I'm wearing a 3 today. At the gym, every player at Connor's named Landon. That's Landon Warner. Kisses glass. But one of the best coaches in Northern Kentucky believes his team's going to fight back. Sam Duckworth, quack, quack, quack. He quacks back. Hey, Mom, the newsman said quack, quack, quack after he said Duckworth. Connor wins by 30, 95-65.
I feel like you did a little I go to the gym flex.
I go to the gym.
Swole.
Look at me, man.
Carroll at McNick, the Rockets taking the court. We're going to start with Owen Nienaber.
Nienaber. Yeah.
Sorry about that, Owen. 3-pointer. Sean Seymour answers with a 3-pointer of his own. So now it's time for Zach Tips. Got to take some tips from Zach Tips.
Hey, I got you.
Look at this jumper from Tips.
Tip your jumpers.
Good one, Jeremy. Grant Waters gonna come back and he's gonna get a 3-pointer to get within 3, a long one from the corner. Hey, it's Tips again. Makes the free throw. Good job, Tips. Student section's happy. Noah Dent's gonna get a free throw.
That's the end.
And McNick's gonna win. Carroll's gonna win.
We'll clean it up at 11:30. Roger Bacon, North College Hill. Shout out to Scott Miner for the highlights. By the way, I went to the gym this morning.
You did?
You guys know
I did too, actually.
If you see me on camera, you can see how swole I am. What a 3 by NCH. This is all joking, obviously. Roger Bacon answers. It feels like Bacon always has a good basketball program. And Shannon Miner, stop complaining to the refs. Let's let Scott cook. Trojans now on the break. Oh, got his jersey tugged and still finishes. But Roger Bacon just kept hitting shots. Peanut Gallery over here is having a great time while these highlights are going on. No shade, though. Roger Bacon goes on to win this game 57-44. More of that good stuff at 11:30 on Fox 19 Now. Okay, we still have the FQ top 3. I want to know who's taking number 1. We going football, basketball? Beechwood won a state title and is trying to take number 1 in the FQ top 3. Winner next. All right, don't forget state championship Saturday on deck in Lexington. Photog Austin is going to drive from Canton all the way to Lexington without sleeping. He's going to grab a live view as well, maybe 2 of them, and cover state championship Saturday for us. Ryle and Trinity at 4 p.m. Cooper, Bowling Green at 8 o'clock. Both Cooper and Ryle going for their first ever state championship. FQ Top 3, Gabby, let's roll.
You're welcome. Number 2, Beechwood. Tyler Fryman gonna go all the way. Fryman in for the touchdown, and Beechwood gets its 18th state championship title today.
All right, number 1 right now, and because I accidentally re-racked the highlight again, you're going to see Tyler Fryman again because it's so good. And by the way, Beechwood, a 1-year drought. They come back and they score 50 in the state title game. Just incredible stuff. Now here we go with number 1, Lloyd's E.J. Walker, the South Carolina commit. The flop didn't work. 2 hands for safety. Let's see it again because we got time. The spin move is good, but then just, I'm here? Okay, let's flush. 6'8". He's got all the length to do that. We're going to add another one of the top 3 for the final quarter right after football on Fox 19 Now, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So, Gabby, this is our first time hosting the final quarter together.
Yeah.
Like this, right? Joe and I have done it. We've had you and Reagan at the desk.
Usually all the way over there.
What's the word you use when I say a bunch of weird stuff?
Unhinged.
Was I unhinged in this show?
It was a little unhinged, but we had a good time. Yeah.
This is what it's all about. And look, we want to make sure that you have a lot of fun doing this show with us. What you don't know is right behind that camera over there is, let's see, we got Quad Z over there, Noah, Joe, all the guys. And Jackson. Good night.